G'day, how's things going? We're about 7 days away now from basically starting.
Hey guys!
Here's Eden. And I just thought we'd do a sort of what gear we're taking. I'm going to do mine first and explain what we've got and why, and sort of some of the decisions I've made. It'll change, and I think it's not exactly yet. We've got some dry bags coming and a few other bits and pieces. The toothbrushes are not going to be exactly the same as this. But I'll go through everything and explain why I've done it. I've been researching for about 6 years, so it's pretty things. And you'll find that most of the stuff's doubled up. Eden will have the same sort of stuff. So yeah. So shall we just start with it? Really?
Okay. You do yours first.
I do mine.
I'll close the door.
Okay. So first, really, is going to be oh, why is that not working? There it is. Okay, is the big three. So the pack that I'm using is a Harper from MacPack. I've always used MacPack packs. This is designed for the TA. It's 1 kg or just under 1 kg, and it fits well. I've added another bag to the front just so that it's a lot easier. I may add some more little pouches onto it as well. Yeah, it's been really good. We're using it quite a lot, so it's been really good. So the sleeping bag is I've had this for quite some time, 3 or 4 years. It's an Ultra 500. It'll go down to probably comfort 5. Do you get a 5? I also have bought a silk liner. The reason I built a silk sack for it was I went on a jamboree and basically discovered that sleeping on top of the it was so hot I couldn't use the sleeping bag, and so sleeping on top of the inflatable bag, my inflatable mattress, I just stuck to it. So in the end, I want to get something that'll basically give me a bit of heat. So the Air one, I've had this for years as well, and I don't know whether it's right. It's the Ultra Air Core from Big Agnes. It's fantastic. It's been one that I've had for ages. And I also went and bought myself a Cedar Summit Eros pillow. This is a luxury. It is awesome. It weighs very little, but I just love it. It's just too good. Also, a couple of years ago, we bought an X-Mid, a Dunstan X-Mid. I saw them when ages and ages ago, about 2 years ago, and as they were coming out, and I put my name down and basically waited for it to come in. It's 850 grams. It's not the Dyneema fiber one, but it's just as good, and it's cheaper, and so I had to buy 2 of them, so I didn't want to basically do anything else. So for water, I'm just using a water bottle. I'm also using a little bottle, in 500ml bottle in the front pocket. Plus I have the Sawyer, the large Sawyer. I used to have a mini. The flow's not that flash for the mini, so I went and got a big one. And then Canuck, whatever it's called, that's a 2 litre as well, so that can be used as storage as well. So I have 3.5 litres worth of storage, which will be tons enough in New Zealand. There's always water around reasonably quickly, and so 3.5 will be ages away. So so where did I go from that? Yes, what I'm wearing. So this is a Kathmandu. I don't exactly know what it is. It's a raincoat, NGX3, waterproof. I've had again this for a couple of years. It fits with my puffy, and so basically the two fit together. They're designed to fit together, so, and supposedly not get it wet, but like usual, raincoats only keep the rain off for a very short amount of time. So yeah, so again, went from that to a MacPack. It's sort of like it's the soft, sort of very light. It keeps me very warm. I've got that as well. That'll be my sort of day-to-day use sort of thing, to keep it keep me warm. This will be more for my camp. On my base layer, it's just a t-shirt. It's a merino t-shirt from Macpac. It's a great little wee t-shirt, fantastic. And I got a Columbia shirt, which just is designed to keep the sun off me. It's just a shirt, but it's got the collar that basically I can fold up as well, and some Kathmandu easy dry. As you can see, there's a half hole in them already. I've been using them, and I tripped over and fell on a rock, yeah, it was really hooty. Very hooty for quite some time. I've got a couple of pairs of, not these ones, but very similar to these, icebreaker underwear, and of course my old trusty hat. I've had this hat for 30 years, and I've been tramping in it and hunting in it for that amount of time. So it also just a little wee buff. This was given to me by a friend, Jace, and he's my hunting buddy and my best mate. Basically, it's been around for the last 10 years. It's got some sentimental value, so I'm basically taking that. Also taking another hat, which is an old Inspire hat, which I used to work for. They've given it to me. It's got a lining inside it as well. It's actually quite good. I've used it tons. It really helps. So at night I'll be using these are Macpac long johns and long sleeve shirt. They're fantastic. They keep me warm. They always have. These are brand new ones. I've always had the other ones as well, so it's always been something that I've always had. Now, socks. We've got 2 pairs of icebreaker socks. The problem is there's no icebreaker store in Palmerston North, which is where we're from, or in the Manawatu, so we're having to get it online. So I've got another pair coming. They've got a 1-year warranty. They used to have a lifetime warranty, but totally 100% merino. It's great. They keep you warm, and even when it's totally wet. So shoes, now massive thing with the shoes. So I went with the Ultras about 3 years ago, had a look at them, started using them. They were fantastic. Ultras are usually reasonably hard to get, but I discovered that Bivouac have a reasonably good stock of them, and so I then changed to Hoka for about 6 months. Discovered that the Hoka is not wide enough for my feet, and so moved back to the Ultras. And so this is my second pair of Ultras, and I've also already bought a third pair. That is basically I'm going to start with. These ones are going to stay here. They're already a bit worn, and so these will basically stay here, and I'll basically use them probably in Auckland. I'll get Rhonda, my wife, to basically send them through to me. Cedar Summit dry towel, just because I like a towel. It's a bit of a luxury as well. Also, I've got the Tokes for cooking system. Tokes 750mm. I'm using a pocket rocket, an EMS pocket rocket. I've been using this for quite some time. It works really well. I've also got a thing that's not here with me at the moment, that tin foil shield that'll basically sit above it, so that it basically gets that a little bit lighter, and a little just a small little wee Victorinox knife. That's all I need. Also with the Cedar Summit titanium, or the Tokes titanium long handled spork. Brilliant. Trying to get a spork and long handle in New Zealand without basically is extraordinarily hard. I finally got one for Eden. And I've also had the Cedar Summit collapsible mug. This is again a luxury, but I love coffee in the morning, so this will be where I do this. And I've had this for 4 years, so more than likely it's going to basically fall over, and it's all kept inside a little wee bag, that whole kitchen together. Food bag. So yeah, it's possibly not going to be the food bag. It's possibly going to, we're changing. We've got another couple of dry bags coming as well. Where do we got to? This is, you know, Dunny system. This is going to change a little bit as well. Got a dirt saw deuce with this things. Of course, that I've got a pocket this body wash, so that's just a little wee clip that I can wash myself with it. This is just for rolling out. It's a cork. Got this from garage door things, and some hand sanitizer as well. I'm also getting some wipes as well, so just to keep everything else better. I have a sort of a emergency type sort of thing. I have a pair of glasses, a separate pair of glasses. Now the reason for that is maps are really fantastic when you can see them, and I have been out in the bush once before and lost my glasses, and having fantastic maps and things and not being able to see it doesn't really work. So I got myself in a bit of trouble. I had to stay overnight just in my raincoat with that night, but it was quite good. Couple of earplugs, and this is just an emergency fire lighter. I've got a huge amount in the first aid kit. So I've got some Gurney Goo. This is just a New Zealand made product for chafing and blisters and infection. And I've also got a Tricetherm. It's a antibacterial stuff. There's loads of other pills and stuff in there for bits and pieces that I get, from high blood pressure pills to migraines to you know, all sorts of other things. So my first aid kit's quite much just pills. There's a whole lot of other stuff coming as well, blister packs and stuff like that, and some stuff. I do have some toothpaste, and the toothpaste is there. These are not actually going to be it. I've got a new toothbrush coming. It hasn't arrived yet, so it's coming in some time. Now I've got a PLB. Now I've always had a PLB. And I've had that for ages. Eden will be carrying the Garmin Mini 2, and so she'll be basically using that for communicating back to home and other bits and pieces. But this is my Garmin for, you know, I've had this for years. It's actually been activated once with a mate of mine, and so yeah. It's been sent away and the battery's been rechanged and reserviced. Electronics. My phone. I'll be just taking my phone for most of my navigation. I do know that the trail's reasonably well marked, and I know most of it, being on the trust for so bloody long and studying it for so bloody long. The app, I'm only just using one app on there, which is the trail app. Not using anything else. The trail app will have all the information. It's got all the notes and everything else on it. I also use what's called Filmora, which is the editing software. So I download from here into this editing software, and I haven't actually got that with it. There's a little device which I do the SD cards, plug it into the phone, and then I'll edit on the phone. So editing on the phone's great. The phone actually only has reasonable amount of coverage. So what I also purchased is a couple of these. These are just extra 250 gig hard drives. So I'm basically going to put dry stuff on there as well if needed. So I'm carrying that for that. This is my chest mount, so it just hangs over my thing, and that's how I mount the camera, which is a GoPro, which is what you're seeing, and I'm taking the camera off. A twin battery pack charger, just so that when we're in town we can do both of them. This is for my headlamp, and my headlamp's not here, which has been around for ages, and it's in the bedroom, so I've had that for ages as well. Two Nightcool 10,000 milliamp. This is lighter than anything else. I'm hoping this is going to be enough to keep me going. I think it will. I I'm going to be careful with the phone and very careful with how much the camera uses. But with charging 2 of these and having these 2 charged and this fully charged, I should be able to go through it all. Also a fast charger adapter with USB-C and USB-A on them as well, so that we can charge several of them. There's a couple of cables here as well that I haven't put in here as well, to do the whole lot. So that's everything. Everything that I'm taking. Eden will basically do hers straight after me. This is around about a base weight of around about 7.8 kgs, which is pretty damn good actually. And I'm pretty pleased with how much that's weighing and how much basically it's given. It's got a little bit of stuff on it that is luxury and a little bit that's not, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, really, to tell you the truth. There's a couple of dry bags that we're going to get. I'm more that the Dunston's probably going into a dry bag, 'cause I actually store it on the outside of my pack, in the pocket on the left hand, one of the left hand sides of the pack. And so yeah, things are going to be a little bit, and then I got another big one for all the other stuff. Inside my pack I've got a bag as well, one of those bags that you get from Garage Grown Gear. I don't know what the hell it's called. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the whole thing, really. And it's at 7.8 to 8 kgs base weight. I'm pretty bloody stoked, to tell you the truth. I'm really looking forward to going out and trail. But if anybody has any comments around it, just chuck them down there. And yeah, I think I've researched quite dramatically with everything, so yeah. Okay, next will be Eden.